All right, beautiful. Thank you for joining me for a yoga and meditation class. We're going to do 30 minutes of gentle floor-based yoga, followed by 30 minutes of beginner-friendly meditation. So we're going to start in a comfortable seated position, whatever that is for you. You can sit crisscross applesauce or in Sukhasana with one foot in front of the other. You can take a moment and just rock back and forth, side to side, and then sit up really tall. Lift your chest. Drop your shoulders. This class was designed to help take you kind of out of the work week and into the weekend on a Friday evening, such as today. And so we're just going to start with a grounding exercise that helps us kind of get like out of our mind and back into our body, back into our breath. So it's called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the first thing you're going to do is just look for 5 objects around you that you can see and really hone in on them. So for example, I can see a glass of water, a candle, right, carpet. I'm just taking a moment to acknowledge things in your sight. Next, we're going to do 4 things you can touch. So for example, I can touch my yoga mat, carpet, three things you can hear. You might close your eyes if that helps you hear a little better. Two things you can smell. And one thing you can taste. And again, that grounding exercise is called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It uses all of the senses to kind of get us out of a, highly brain theoretical state and like really into, where we are in time and space, what's in our surrounding. So sitting up tall, feel both of your sit bones firmly glued into the floor. Take a slow inhale through your nose, feel your chest rise. A slow exhale through your nose, feel your chest fall. On the breath in, feel your ribs expand. And on the breath out, feel your ribs gently contract. So now you're just starting to become a little bit more aware of your body moving with every breath in and out through the nose. Place your hands on the floor on either sides of your hips. Can really feel your fingertips into the floor, feeling grounded. Take an inhale through your nose, stretch the crown of your head up to the ceiling. And on the exhale, tilt your right ear towards right shoulder, stretching the left side neck. And it's worth noting that I'm not mirroring you, so it might look like I'm moving my head to the left, when in fact I'm moving my head to the right. You are welcome to follow my words or my body movements either way. Just know that I will do the right side of postures first, unless I forget, which sometimes happens. As you're ready, slowly roll your head down, chin to chest, and then keep rolling. Roll your left ear towards left shoulder, stretching the right side neck. Notice if you start to lean way to the left, evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones and relax your right shoulder down. So it's really the neck that's getting the stretch. Good. Slowly roll your head down, chin to chest, and this time let your head hang heavy without like rounding your spine, hunching, or leaning forward. So lift your chest, roll your shoulders back and down, and then let your head drop. So it's just gentle extension to the neck spine, gentle compression to the throat. Good. Slowly roll your head up, looking straight ahead, and now lift your nose, lift your chin, look up and back. Let your head drop back, never forcing the neck. Notice if you're sticking your butt out or leaning back. Keep your chest lifted so it's just the neck spine moving. Good. Slowly roll your head back up, looking straight ahead. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, bring your chin over your right shoulder. Look for the wall behind you. So now we're twisting the neck. Notice if you start to twist your whole spine. For now, keep the right shoulder, right hip forward. Bring the right ear back, look back. Good, and slowly unwind, come back to center. On the breath in, stretch up. And on the breath out, look over your left shoulder, chin over shoulder, look for the wall behind you. You might notice that this side feels different from the other side, or that your range of motion is different. That's really normal. We're not symmetrical. Yoga helps us become a little bit more symmetrical, but just keep in mind that the goal is self-realization, right? So if one shoulder is tighter than the other, that's okay. Slowly roll your head back to center. Keep your right hand on the floor outside of your right hip. Bend your left leg and kick your right leg out. So we're a little inner thigh stretch. Flex your right toes back to your face and take your left arm long overhead, stretching left side body. You're welcome to maybe move your right hand a little bit further to the right. That helps you get deeper into the posture. However, notice if one hip or one knee is way lifting off the floor, try to keep your left glute down, left knee down, just stretching the left side body. Good, slowly come up, kick your left leg out, right leg in, left hand outside of left thigh, just a gentle inner thigh stretch here. Gently flex your left toes back and reach your right arm long overhead. Lengthen through the arm, drop the right shoulder down, look straight ahead as you breathe through your nose. Good, come back to center, keep your left leg long, right leg long, flex both toes back. The wider you open the legs, the more you'll feel the inner thigh stretch. Stick your butt out a little bit, put your hands on the floor and slowly walk your hands forward. Rather than rounding your spine and dropping your head, think about arching your spine. Roll the shoulders back and down, stick your butt out a little bit, feeling a nice stretch, never a point of pain. Good, walk your hands back in. This time, bring your legs together, feet together. Now stretching the backs of the hamstrings, flex your toes back. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, big stretch up. Exhale, tilt forward. Same thing, rather than rounding the spine, lift your chin and chest, hands to the floor on either sides of your legs. Roll the shoulders back and down, flex the little toes back. Inhale. Exhale, get a little deeper, fold. Good, slowly walk yourself in, come back to center, come back into Sukhasana, one foot in front of the other. Inhale, sweep your arms up, big stretch up. This is our most coordinated part. Exhale, take a left hand to right knee, right hand close behind you like the second spine. That's about as coordinated as it gets in this class. Take a breath in, stretch up. And on the breath out, pull abdomen in, look over right shoulder. Notice if you're tilting way to one side, evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones. You can really press your right fingertips into the floor to help you sit up tall. Take a big breath in, stretch up. And on a slow exhale through your nose, look back, twist. Good, slowly unwind, coming back to center. Sweep your arms overhead. And this time, right hand to left knee, left hand close behind you like a second spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look over left shoulder. The spine moves in 6 different directions, right, left, backward, forward, twisting to each side. We will do all of those multiple times. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist. Good, slowly, carefully unwind, come back to center, and we're going to make our way into a tabletop position. So coming onto your knees. If you have tight knees, you're welcome to roll up your mat so there's a little extra padding under your knees. You want your hands about shoulder width distance, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. So your back makes a tabletop, right? That's why it's called tabletop. Now, if you have a tendency to let your shoulders sink into your ears, I'm right there with you. Try bringing your elbows out to the side for a moment and then push down, feel the shoulders stretch apart, neck lengthen. We're gonna do some cat-cows. Inhale through your nose. And on the exhale, pull your abdomen in, round your spine like an angry cat. So drop your head, think about pressing your ribs towards your hips, ribs towards hips, hips towards ribs, belly button to the ceiling. Push the floor away from you, keep the shoulders out of your ears. This is cat pose, meow. On your next inhale breath, cow pose, you're gonna move your abdomen down, chest forward, roll the shoulders back and down, stick your butt out a little bit, looking up. On your next exhale, cat pose, meow, pull your abdomen in, round your spine, push the floor away from you, keep the shoulders out of the ears, jaw relaxed. Inhale, bring your chin and chest forward, look up, move your hips up towards the ceiling, keep the shoulders out of the ears, Shine your heart space forward. Let your belly button drop down. One more round, exhale into your cat pose. Make it feel good. Take your time, creating space between the vertebrae. And when you're ready, cow pose, compressing the vertebrae, right? Extending the front of the body. Good, and come back into a neutral position. Next, we're gonna do thread the needle. Inhale, reach your right arm up, look up, nice little spine twist, heart opener here. Exhale, thread the needle, take right arm through left arm, bringing your right shoulder, right ear down towards the floor. Option to keep your left hand on the floor for stability, or reach your left arm up and then maybe even reach behind you, eventually placing your left fingertips on your right thigh. It's a nice little spine twist, shoulder deltoid opener. However, it can be like a little bit too much on the shoulder, right? So if thread the needle does not feel good for you, you can come up into a seated position. Take your right arm long, swipe the right arm across your body, bend your left arm, and now you get that same shoulder opener without putting any pressure on the shoulder. Okay. If you are in thread the needle and you have your left hand right behind you in a bind, reach your left arm up, put your left hand on the floor, close to your face, push down, and then everybody together, push your left hand into the floor, unthread the needle, reach your right arm up, look up, right hand down. Other side, inhale, reach your left arm up, nice stretch here. Exhale, thread the needle, take a left arm through right arm, left ear on the floor, hips over knees. You can keep your right hand on the floor, or reach your right hand up and then wrap behind you, catch left thigh with right hand, breathe. Okay, as you're ready, take your right hand up, put your right hand on the floor, push right hand into the floor, everybody together, and thread the needle, reach your left arm up, look up, and then place your left hand down on the floor, coming back into our tabletop. From here, keep your left leg bent, straighten your right leg back, flex your right toes, and if you'd like, lift your right foot off the floor. Notice if one hip is higher than the other, think about dropping your right hip down, spiral inner right thigh up, and if you'd like a balance challenge, pull your abdomen in, and then reach your left arm long forward, thumb towards the ceiling. Try to flatten out the back, that's something I have to work on. Pull the abdomen in, stretch and breathe. And then bring your left hand down, bend your right knee, right foot down. Other side, lengthen the left leg back, flex your left toes back. Option to stay here or lift the left leg up, right? Drop the left hip down, pull the abdomen in. And from here, if you'd like, reach your right arm forward, look forward, pinky towards the floor, palm facing in, neck long, shoulders out of the ears. Good. Take your right hand back down to the floor, bend your left knee, left foot to the floor. We're going to go into a lunge. Take your right foot in between your hands, and if you'd like, lengthen that left leg back. And again, you can place a small blanket underneath your knee or roll up your mat. So there's some extra padding under the knee. From here, you're going to keep your left hand on the floor, reach your right arm up and look up for another spine twist. Kind of like thread the needle, right? For the intro to that. Good, place your right hand on the floor outside of right foot, and this time reach your left arm up, look up, other side, breathe. Good, place your left hand back down onto the floor. Option to stay here or place your hands on your knee and lift up for a lunge. If you'd like more of a hip opener, you can really bend the right leg, press the left hip forward, feeling a nice opening through the hip, shoulders back away from the ears, reconnect to your breath. Good for you. Place your hands on the floor, and if you'd like counter stretch, sink your hips back to straighten the front leg. Eventually, you're going to bring your hips all the way down, drop your head, stretching the hamstring, the calf, as you breathe. Good. Look forward, lift your hips. Hands on either side of your right foot. Now bend your right knee back into tabletop. Other side, take your left foot in between your hands and lengthen that right leg back for more of a hip opener. From here, keep your right hand outside of your left foot and reach your left arm up. Look up, breathe. Good, and then put your left hand down outside of left foot, reach your right arm up. Look for the right thumb, noticing how this side might feel different. Just observing, not judging. Good, place your right hand back down on the floor, option to stay here, or place your hands on your left knee and lift. Shoulders back, right hip forward, squaring off the hips. Relax your face, lift your chest, keep your neck long, look straight ahead. Good, place your hands back down on the floor on either sides of your left foot, and from here start to move your hips back. Lengthen the front leg, flex the toes back, and eventually sink your hips down, drop your head, breathe. Good, look forward, hands to floor, lift your hips again, left foot down, and then bring the left knee back, coming back into your tabletop position. Really root down through your knuckles here, take a breath. If you'd like, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up into a down dog. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look forward, bend your knees, come back into tabletop, feet together. Open your knees, sink your hips down, child's pose. Stretching through the spine. Really feel your body grounding onto the floor, right? Just connecting with the floor beneath you, connecting back to your breath as you open the hips and lengthen the spine. Good, as you're ready, you're gonna look forward and come down onto your abdomen. Keep the elbows bent for a short Sphinx pose. So elbows bent, press the palms down, lift the chest. Like press your feet into the floor, roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, getting a nice back bend here. Exhale. Good, slowly lower down. Bring your elbows out, hands in, head to floor for a moment. Take a breath, letting everything lengthen. And then look forward. Keep your arms bent, but move your hands forward so that your arms make a goalpost. Feet apart, point your toes, squeeze your butt, and lift legs and arms up. So elbows stay bent, feet are apart, strengthening the spine here. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly lower down. This time, bring your arms out, keep your feet apart, squeeze your butt, look up and lift, arms and chest and thighs off the floor. Good, slowly lower down. This time, bring your arms back, so palms face in, thumbs towards the floor, look up and lift. Squeeze shoulders together, press the palms in, looking up and back. Good, and slowly lower down. Arms down, look to the right, left ear on your mat, breathe in. Breathe out. Lift your head, look to the other side, right ear on your mat, evening out the neck and the shoulders, just taking a nice stretch here. Good, and then look forward, hands to floor. Press yourself up, turn around, and make your way onto your back. Savasana. Moment here with your arms and legs down by your side. We're on our back for the rest of our yoga class. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your legs, place your feet on the floor. Rotate your arms so your palms face down. Lift your hips up and bring your arms underneath you, so maybe your thumbs touch. Press the shoulders down. Tuck your chin in slightly so your neck is long. Press your feet into the floor, squeeze your butt, and lift your hips up. Rather than opening the ribs, try to knit your ribs together. Press your shoulders down. This is our nice bridge pose. So shoulders down, glutes tight, look down, breathe. Good, and slowly lower your hips down. Supine figure 4, keep your left foot on the floor, left leg bent. Lift your right foot off the floor, cross your right ankle shin over your left thigh. So if you look down, your legs make a 4 shape. And from here, start to lift your left foot off the floor. You can interlace your fingers behind your left thigh if you'd like and pull down. This is a great stretch for the side seat, the hips, and it's also a wonderful stretch if you have sciatica or know someone who has active sciatica, right? This posture stretches out the sciatic nerve. Good. Release the grip on your legs, bring your left foot down, right foot down, hands underneath you again. Press the shoulders down, push your feet down, going back into bridge pose, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, knit your ribs together, chin slightly to chest so your neck is long. Press the feet down. Good, and slowly lower down. Keep your right foot on the floor. This time cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Option to stay here or lift the right foot off. And in whatever way feels good for you, you can grab the outsides of your thighs or interlace your fingers behind your right thigh. Breathe. Try to keep 2 shoulders, 2 hips on the floor, neck long, abdomen soft, breathing normal. Good. Release any grip you have on your legs. Put your right foot on the floor, left foot on the floor. Bring your hands underneath you. And once again, bridge pose. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Press your heels down, shoulders down. Palms face the floor. Chin a little into the chest. Good, and lower down. Happy baby. Lift both legs off the floor. Keep your knees bent. You can catch the outsides of your feet with your hands. You can also grab the backs of your hamstrings if that feels good. From here, you're going to roll back and forth, side to side, rolling out your back. And maybe as you roll to the right, you straighten your right leg and then come back to center. As you roll to the left, you straighten your left leg. Right, rolling everything out. And then coming back to center, pull down. It's a great hip opener, good for digestion. Good, and then release that grip, bring your feet back down, hands underneath you one more time, squeeze your butt, press your shoulders down, lift your hips up, chin a little to chest, knit the ribs in. Good, slowly lower your hips down. Keep your right leg bent, right foot on the floor. Lengthen your left leg, so the left leg is flat on the floor. From here, lift your right foot off the floor, hold on to your right shin area with one or both hands. You can pull down for a second here, good for digestion. And then take left hand to right knee, right arm out to the right, perpendicular to the body, and start to roll to the left. So right hip stacks on top of left hip. Nice spine twist. Try to keep the right shoulder down. If you'd like to deepen the twist, you can look over your right shoulder, right ear towards the floor. Good for back health, good for digestion. It's a nice way to reset your back. Okay, good. If you're looking over right shoulder, gently roll your head back to center. Roll your right hip down. Straighten your right leg, bend your left leg, left foot on the floor, and then lift left foot off the floor. Grab your left shin with your left hand or even both hands. Pull down for a moment. Try to keep your right leg on the floor. Good. From here, take right hand to left knee, left arm out to the side, roll to the right, left hip stacks on top of right hip, left shoulder on the floor. If you'd like, look over your left shoulder, left ear towards the floor, breathe. This feels good. Good. As you're ready, roll your head back on. So back of the head on the floor. Roll your left hip down, left foot down, arms and legs down. A moment here, just take a breath. And as you're ready, bend your legs, feet on the floor, then lift your feet off the floor, hug your thighs in towards your abdomen, and you're gonna make a big ball with your body. So you can grab your knees at first, or even try to grab your elbows, tuck your chin to your chest, lift your head off the floor, bring your forehead towards your knees, kind of like a roly-poly-oly. As you inhale through your nose, think about tensing up every muscle in your body. And then as you're ready, open your mouth, exhale through your mouth, bring your arms and legs down, relaxing every muscle in your body.
Let's do that 2 more times. Bend your legs, hug your thighs in, make yourself as small as possible. Squeeze all the muscles in your body, even your face, right? Take an inhale through your nose. And when you're ready, release that grip, arms and legs down. Exhale through the mouth, letting it go. Last time, bend your legs, give yourself a big squeeze here, squeezing tight, everything contracting. And when you're ready, exhale through your mouth, let your arms and legs go. Final Savasana. And open your arms and legs as much as you'd like. Let your body be heavy on the ground. Let the floor hold you up. Notice where you might be clenching a muscle or holding on to some tension. Just let your body really relax. Give yourself permission to let the day go, to let the week go, and just be here with your breath. In a moment, we'll start to transition into our meditation. For this meditation, you're welcome to stay on your back in Savasana. You can also, as you're ready, make your way into a seated position. This is also a great time to grab water if you want to have a sip of water. And if you do want to be seated for meditation, you're welcome to place a small blanket or pillow underneath your butt so that your hips are a little higher than your knees. Okay, so we're going to transition into our meditative space here. Again, you can lie down or sit up for this meditation. And as we shift from intentional body movements to intentional stillness, I'll explain a little bit about what meditation is and is not. Sometimes people think that meditation is like an absence of thought. I would describe meditation as compassionate mind control. So it's not that you're not thinking about anything. It's just that you're going to actively notice your thoughts without judging them and just let them pass. So we're practicing a little bit of non-attachment, which is different from detachment, right? Detachment says like, I don't care. Non-attachment says, oh, I'm just noticing, I'm just observing without passing any sort of judgment, good or bad. On that note, there is no such thing as a good meditator or a bad meditator. There's simply people who meditate and people who do not. So for the sake of today, you're meditating. I have my little Om Nom with me. And sometimes we think that people who meditate look like this, but the truth is anyone can meditate, right? It's a wonderful tool, not just for relaxation, but also in like compassion towards yourself and a little bit of focus in a world where, gosh, it's really hard to stay focused. All right, so finding your way into a comfortable position. I invite you into a little bit more stillness here, but of course, if at any point, maybe like your foot falls asleep, that often happens to me. If you need to move around occasionally to be comfortable, you're welcome to do so. Just notice the difference between occasionally moving so that your foot doesn't fall asleep versus constantly moving because it's really uncomfortable to sit still. We are practicing stillness. And if you're bad at stillness, like me too, I'm right there with you. It does not come naturally to me. And that's like why we're doing this, right? Okay. I'm now going to light a candle as a symbolic gesture that we are entering into a more intentional space. Being intentional with our breath, intentional with our body movements, and intentional with our thoughts. You're welcome to close your eyes. Closing your eyes is distracting. You can do a soft, fuzzy gaze just beyond the tip of your nose, but try not to like fixate on particular objects around you, either a soft gaze or closed eyes. Notice what parts of your body are touching the floor. Parts of your body maybe are touching clothing, fabric. And then where air is touching your skin. Just allow yourself to really be held and supported by this environment around you. Sometimes I think about a meditation practice, almost like downloading or backing up your computer onto a USB drive or cloud. And if you back up your computer every day, it doesn't take that long, but if you only do it every once in a while, it takes longer, right? Because there's more to download or more to upload or whatever it is in 2021. And meditation is kind of the same way. So if it's been a minute since you meditated, just give yourself a little bit of space here just to observe your mind and just notice all that stuff that's kind of downloading, right? Could be something from today or from the week or from the season that you're in. You're just going to notice your thoughts. And then whenever you notice that you're really following one particular thought down a rabbit hole, you're just going to gently invite yourself back into your body and back into your breath, just passively observing. And as you notice your thoughts, you might also notice accompanying emotions like joy or humor or shame or guilt or sadness or just contentment, whatever that is. In the same way that you're downloading your thoughts, right? You're also just really starting to tune in to where your heart is today. Rather than assigning judgment like good or bad to any thought or emotion that's coming through, you're just gonna, again, just observe what's coming up. And if a certain emotion or thought particularly takes hold, right, you just notice that and then compassionately let it go. You might also notice if a certain thought or emotion comes up, you might observe where you feel that in your body, right? Like, do you feel certain emotion in your chest? Does a certain thought make your shoulders tense up? So just noticing how our thoughts and feelings relate to what's going on in our body.
Sometimes when we enter into conversation with someone, even if it's like a dear friend or a trusted confidant, at first, right, we'll say, "How are you?" And the other person says, "Oh, I'm okay," or "I'm good." And it takes a while, right, for a real conversation to take place in which people exchange actual information, thoughts, feelings about their life, right? There's often that initial, "I'm okay, how about you?" And then things go a little bit deeper. And so too with meditation, a lot of times, like, we really don't take the time to check in with ourselves, or if we do, it's for a fleeting moment, not like 30 minutes. So think of this as just some time to really check in with how you're doing. And if you notice, I'm really not doing well right now, that's okay. You're not going to assign a judgment to that. You're just going to notice. Or if you're thinking to yourself, like, gosh, life is really good right now, you're also not going to assign a judgment like good or bad. You're just going to observe how you are in this moment. The way that, when you have a conversation with a dear friend, right, we're often really compassionate with them rather than judgmental. Often in life, we'll feel something or think something. And then when we realize what we're thinking or feeling, we assign a judgment to that. And often where we get into trouble is not with our initial emotion or thought, it's actually with our judgment towards ourselves with that thought or with that feeling. So like maybe you've had a moment where you've thought to yourself, like, I'm really sad right now. And then you judge yourself and go, I have a roof over my head, right? I have like food and clothing, and how you have no right to feel sad or whatever that is, right? And that's actually where we end up storing some stuff and getting into trouble. So through meditation, through practicing this observance, this compassionate mind control, you're also really truly entering into a space where you're just going to notice your thoughts and feelings without judging them, just letting them pass like clouds in the sky. And if it's useful, as things come up, you can view them literally as clouds passing. Our thoughts and our feelings are like clouds. Sometimes they hang around for a while, sometimes they pass quickly. Sometimes they're white and fluffy and we make meaning out of them like shapes, or sometimes they're gray and stormy. But it's important to remember that you are not the clouds, you are the sky. So just letting things pass as you breathe through your nose.
Imagine now that you're looking up at the sky, looking at those clouds passing. Just imagine that the clouds really start to part and pass, letting your thoughts, your feelings start to pass until slowly the sky is clear blue, no clouds in sight. Of course, from time to time, a cloud might pass, but you're just gonna allow it to pass quickly. Emptying back into a clear sky as you breathe through your nose. And wiggle your toes for a moment. And then bring your full attention to your left big toe as if nothing else in the world matters. And this, of course, sounds a little silly, but it's this idea of compassionate mind control, right? We're able to hone in on something as simple as a toe. So bringing your full self to your left big toe and relax your left big toe. Now bring all of your awareness to your left second toe and relax left second toe. Middle toe, fourth toe. Breathe into left little toe. Now bring your full self to your right big toe. Relax right big toe. Right second toe. Third toe. Relax right fourth toe. Let go of any lingering tension in pinky toe. Soften through the tops of your feet, arches of your feet, heels and ankles. Let your feet be heavy. Give your calf muscles permission to relax. Relax your calves and shins, kneecaps and backs of the knees, quadriceps, hamstrings, outer thighs, inner thighs, space between the thighs, relaxing pelvic floor. Soften through your hips, your glutes, your lower abdomen, and your lower back. If you're sitting up, of course, there's some engagement of the upper body to sit up, right? But you're still letting go of any unnecessary tension in the abdominal wall. Your belly button be heavy. Soften through your ribs and your chest. Relax the lower back, middle back, upper back. Relax your side torso and armpits. Drop your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Soften through the upper arms, elbows and backs of the elbows, forearms and wrists. And wiggle your fingers for a moment if that feels good. And then bring your full awareness to your right thumb. Breathe into right thumb. Relax right thumb. Bring your full self to right second finger. Relax right second finger. Middle finger. Fourth finger. Pinky finger. Bring full awareness to left thumb. Relax left thumb. Second finger. Middle finger. Fourth finger. Breathe into left little finger. Soften through your knuckles, your palms, the backs of your hands. Let go of any lingering tension in the hands, the arms, feet, the legs. Relaxing through the torso and spinal column all the way up to the neck. Soften through your neck, spine, and throat. And swallow a few times. Just observing all of the pretty miraculous ways that the body functions and moves. Relax your chin. Relax your jaw. Relax your jaw. Relax your jaw. Soften through your outer ears, inner ears, space behind the ears. Let your earlobes be heavy. Relax bottom and top lip. Tongue, back of the tongue, roof of the mouth. Relax your gums and each and every tooth. Relax the space between your upper lip and nose. Notice the air coming in and out through your nostrils. Relax through the bridge of your nose and cheeks, under eye area. Let your eyes be heavy in their sockets. Relax through your eyelids, lashes, and brows. Soften the space between your brows and let go of any tension in your temples. Give your forehead permission to relax. Relax through your hairline, top of the head, crown of the head, back of the head, each and every hair follicle. Let your body be still as you breathe through your nose. I'm going to do triangle breathing. You'll inhale through your nose, hold the inhale, and exhale through your nose for equal amounts of time so that your breath makes a triangle. Take a slow inhale through your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through nose, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale 4. Continuing this triangle breath, locate your palms and your third eye center in between your brows. And as you inhale through a count of 4 through your nose, think about drawing an inhale from your left palm to the space between your brows. As you hold the breath for 4, think about drawing a line from the space between your brows to your right palm, connecting the breath. And as you exhale through your nose for a count of 4, draw a line from right palm to left palm, creating a circle between palms and middle of head. So inhale for 4 from left palm to third eye center. Hold for 4 from third eye center to right palm. And then exhale through the nose from right palm to left palm. Maybe take this in the other direction from left palm to right palm. From right palm to the space between the brows. From the space between the brows to the left palm. Tracing circles with your body, with your breath. Next, draw your attention to your kneecaps and your navel. On the breath in for a count of 4, draw from left kneecap to belly button. On the hold breath, from belly button to right knee. And on the exhale breath, from right knee to left knee. Inhale for 4, drawing a line between left knee and belly button. Hold for 4, drawing a line between navel and right kneecap. Exhale for 4 from right kneecap to left kneecap. Maybe going in the other direction from left knee to right knee. Pausing as you draw from right knee to belly button. And then exhaling from belly button to left knee. Now you can use your imagination and start to connect other parts of your body, perhaps 2 shoulders to chin, maybe left and right foot to right hip, maybe even right lung and left lung with heart. Let it be your own, just connecting to your body through the triangle breath. Whenever mind wanders, just returning back to your body, back to the triangle breath, practicing compassionate mind control. Same way that we can make meaning with our breath by connecting dots in our body, and also make meaning with our breath by connecting points in our life. So maybe thinking about as you breathe the triangle breath, the different little points that brought you to this one. Perhaps connecting today with yesterday, maybe something from a year ago, or one memory with another, the present moment. Let go of any images of time, of space, of your body, of your life. Just allowing yourself back into that empty blue sky. Letting any thoughts or memories or feelings pass. Into 3 more triangle breaths. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4. Hold for 4. Exhale, 4. Last one, breathe in 4. Pause for 4. Breathe out 4. And then allow your breath to return to normal in and out through your nose. Noticing any sensations in the body. Just observing without judgment or expectation or even the need to explain. Just let yourself be. You are welcome to stay in this state for as long as you'd like. Otherwise, I will count us down from 3, at which point you can make any sort of gestures that tell your body that you're shifting states. Inhale through your nose. Whenever you're ready, exhale. 3, 2, 1. Again, you can stay as you are, or you can open your eyes, you roll out your shoulders or wiggle your toes. I'm now going to blow out this candle as a symbolic gesture that our intentional meditation space is coming to an end. And I'm letting the very real smoke clear the air as a reminder that when we take time to be intentional with ourselves, it literally changes the air around us and our relationship to the space around us. Ooh, that's hot. Have a wonderful evening. Hope to see you all soon.